Hello, it's me, Mr. Buckton for Maths. I'm just going to explain to you a little bit how I use my interactive Factorising Quadratics into double brackets Excel sheet. Now, you've got the option of a grade B question where you have an invisible 1 before the x squared, or the grade A option where you have a coefficient in front of the x squared. I'm just going to first run through the grade B question. You get factorise x squared plus 3x minus 10. Now if you want, you can click and show the hint to the students in that they're looking for two numbers that add together to give 3, that multiply together to give minus 10. So once they've found that, I actually show them here how we split that. So we're looking for factors of minus 10, which is 5 and minus 2. We split the 3x up into the minus 2x plus 5x. I like to use a grid multiplication method for both expanding and for factorising. So we get the x squared minus 10. I explain the two diagonals there. I have to add up to plus 3x, and they're going to be the 5x and the minus 2x. We can now factorise horizontally or vertically. If we're going to factorise horizontally, you can actually do that now. So we've got x squared plus 5x. It's going to be x, and x times x is going to have to be x squared, x times plus 5, and x times by minus 2. So in the brackets we're going to have x plus 5 and x minus 2. So we've got a reveal there to show our factorisation into double brackets. So we can now go on and look for a new question. If we hit the new question button, we'll get a variety of different questions. If we wanted to factorise, we even get the time where, if we get the hint there, x squared minus 1, two numbers that sum to 0, whose product is minus 1. It's going to give us plus x and minus x in the middle. So they explain that we'll get to the x plus 1 and x minus 1 double bracket situation. So that's the grade B expressions. Factorising grade A expressions, again we hit new question, we'll get a variety of different questions come through here. So let's pick, so there we can hit the hint button if we want to, or we can just hit up there the area. So we're finding two numbers that sum to give minus 7, whose product is minus 18. Again, we can find those two numbers there is minus 9x plus 2x. We can do the explanation that the two numbers, one of them has to be positive, one has to be negative, that because it's a negative number for the set of the x coefficient, the larger number has to be the negative. Now obviously I've been wanting to use this with an interactive whiteboard, with a little mini whiteboard on the right hand side of my interactive whiteboard, so that I can be listing out my factors of minus 18. Again now, put the 6x squared and the minus 3 into the two top left, bottom right corner. The minus 9x and the plus 2x, I'm going to put into the two diagonals. We're now looking to factorise either horizontally or vertically. If I factorise horizontally between 6x squared plus 2x, I can take a 2 out. I can also take an x out. So then I'll be explaining to students what number am I going to go in here, multiplied by 2x. Well, it's going to give me a 3x. Likewise now 3x times by minus 3, it's going to give me minus 9x. Find my last coefficient, it's my last number in this box at the top. Minus 3 times by positive 1. So our brackets are going to be 3x plus 1 and 2x minus 3. Okay, there. We factorise that into double brackets. So I've actually used this where I've actually given a copy of the Excel sheet to students so they can take home and practice their factorisation skills. It's something that students need to go away and practice on, but when they're practicing, they haven't got that facility of knowing when they've got an answer correct or not. So quite a lot of our students are now starting to take this home. Anyway, I hope you like the resource. I hope you use it. If you do, if you just pop back on and give me a comment as to whether you've used it or how you could possibly use it. Other way you can use it, go and take some photographs of in Active Studio of the if you click on the new question there, so you can pick the questions that you want to work on particularly, take a photo, pop it into Active Studio, and then you can write over it. Okay, hope you like the resource.